Hi everyone, masofdas here, and we're looking at June's games that I'm interested in, and we're going to start off talking about Nintendo Switch 2. There actually isn't anything before the Switch 2 comes out that I'm interested in on other formats, so it's a great place to start. If you may have seen a post on this channel on Safe Lot 3 where I actually almost cancelled my Switch 2. Actually did go to try to cancel it, couldn't cancel it. After talking to Dave and Craig on the podcast and other people on like GNamer forum, in like Tidehold Hack Discord and stuff, and kind of convinced me to keep it. I'm not hugely enthusiastic about the Switch 2 at launch, but going into the future, like Pokemon's just been dated for October. I want to play Pokemon Legends ZA, and this Switch 2 would be the best place to play that. Same with Metro Prime 4. Kirby Air Riders coming out and stuff like that. So there is stuff I want to play in the future and even coming this year on Switch 2. At launch, I'm going through a launch list of stuff. I'm going to talk about this on the Safe Lot 3 podcast. But for me, interest is Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. It's pretty cheap. It's like 35 quid for a physical in the UK because it's got a game key card. So it's pretty cheap, but it does look like as the 3DS game HD'd. It's one that I may play down the line, but not super at launch. Cyberpunk 2077 I should say, Ultimate Edition. So this one I'm keen on and not keen on. I really like how CD Projekt Red have been pretty transparent about the game, like showing it, how it runs and stuff like that. They're doing a proper physical, the whole game is on the cart. It's the complete stuff, so it's 2.0, it's Phantom Liberty and stuff like that. Why I'm not getting it's pretty pricey, it's 65 quid for that physical. Again, remembering transparent, we've seen videos where it's dropped to like 15 frames a second and stuff like that. I know going in it's a Switch 2 version, I'm expecting 30 and stuff like that, but it is quite a drop. And I have played the 1.0 version of this, so I would only really be playing like Phantom Liberty, so there's a lot of money just to play Phantom Liberty, so it's a weird one. I do want to support the game and support the devs, but it's like there's a lot of money just to play one thing, especially when I could buy it like 20 quid on PS5 for instance. This Deltarune, wasn't a big fan of Undertale. I think the game's just fine. Played that on Vita, but chapters 1 and 2 are free, so I may check that out, and then if I like chapters 1 and 2 I just buy Deltarune, and then you get chapters 3 and 4 at launch, and then the rest are coming further down the line. One that's just recently been announced is Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Stood Time. It is out now on Switch 1, PlayStation and stuff like that. It's getting a Switch 2 port at launch. It's a £2 upgrade if you've bought the Switch version, so pretty cheap upgrade. Is digital only in Europe, so it's one I may import. We'll see if I can buy some cheap eShop credit, but it does look pretty good, so that one I'm keen on and heard good thing. Then there's Fast Fusion. This is £13.50 in the UK, so bargain. It's got loads of graphical options. It looks really good. It was really fun on the Wii U as a launch gameplay multiplayer. The only issue with Fast Fusion, it's a racing game, and obviously there is a big racing game coming in at launch, which I'm used to footage of, and that's Mario Kart World. Do I want 2 racing games? But it's so cheap, and it has game share, so if Dave picks it up, for instance, me and Craig can both play multiplayer with him. Maybe that's a good way, like he buys it, we play multiplayer with him, and then I'll go, oh, that game's really good, and then I end up buying it myself. Next one I'm interested in is Kunitsu-Gami Path of the Goddess. This I have actually bought. I've bought the Japanese import of Amazon Japan, where it's actually costing less than it is in the UK on the eShop. It was £18. Yeah, the yen is pretty weak at the moment, so it's pretty cheap. Over there it's 18 quid. Postage was like 15 something. It's £33 on the eShop. It's basically the same price to get it imported. It's a game key sort of thing, so when it comes I have to download it. Could have played it on PC through Game Pass or something like that, but I think it's a bit of a curiosity getting a Japanese import at launch on a console and stuff like that with the price and stuff. I did look at other things like Suikoden 1 and 2, that's like 30 quid, but then it's like 15 quid postage, so you're looking at 45. The games themselves are really cheap in Japan, it's the postage and stuff like that, but if you find other games are only like 18 quid in Japan, then postage are pretty worth it. I'm not bothered with any of the HD like 4K ports like your Zeldas. There's obviously Mario Kart World, that is coming with the Switch, that's bundled in, it's a digital code bundled in. We're only actually paying like 35 quid for it, not the 66.99 like it is on the eShop. This is obviously the big game. This is what I'd be playing multiplayer, so it's a little bit like Fast Fusion. Do I want to be buying and playing that and sort of thing? So it looks really good, should be really fun. Everyone we're going to be playing Cow, should be a top game. Then the only other Nintendo first party game that isn't a port, I believe, is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, which is £8. £8 isn't a lot of money, but this looks like it should be free, because you had Astra's Playroom, you had Aperture Desk Job free on Steam, you had the stuff on the Quest and things like that, so there is like free equivalents to this, and even like Nintendo stuff like Wii Sports and stuff bundled in for Wii. But £8 isn't a lot. I want to see some like reviews and see what people say, like maybe it is worth that £8. Puyo Tetris 2S, it's 35 quid, it's pretty good, it's a pretty fun puzzle game. No physical in Europe, there is one in America, so don't know if that would be cheaper than importing the Japanese version. It's a Sunful game. It's one of those like a Sega, like the first game to go on sale on the Switch 2 or something like that, and it could be possibly down the right. Then the only other one I got pre-ordered at the moment, beyond Path of the Goddess and obviously Mario Kart, is Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma. That is a launch title. The Switch 1 version got pushed to coincide with the launch of the Switch 2. So yes, this launch title is also why I'm not super fussed about getting Fantasy Life day one, because they're both like farming type sims, and this has a physical, this is a proper physical as well, not a game key. So unlike Cyberpunk, this is brand new as well, so it's like I want to support a dev or publisher, I should say, doing a proper physical, which this is. It's a brand new game I've never played, so yeah, it might not be the best. I'm only expecting like a 7 out of 10 type of game, but yeah, that's what I'm interested in. There is a weird Japanese only game called Shin Post Be Your Idol. It's got physical, so you could import it and stuff. I believe it will be Japanese only, the text. If it has English options and text, maybe I do import it and bring back imports and stuff to the channel and cover it, but if it's only Japanese, that will be a no from me. Next one that interests me is Street Fighter 6, kind of. I did have this pre-order on Amazon when they made a mistake and had it for 35 quid, the price of the base game. I did cancel it. Is when I was cancelling Switch 2 stuff, when I wasn't, I was like suddenly wasn't that bothered. And that this one, why I'm interested in this is because I like to have a game with like most genres at launch, and this is a fighting game, but there is Soul Calibur 2 through GameCube I can play, and it's got some Switch 2 only modes where you use like the Joy-Con to like punch and kick and stuff like that. Really neat to try those out. And online multiplayer to play, it has got crossplay, but you can turn that off, so like what the Switch 2 only players like and stuff like that, because you play crossplay, you're gonna playing on PlayStation and PC that have been playing this game for 2 years. Pretty tough, so it's like a bit of a novelty. It's like I want to try the weird modes, have a bash of the online, but that's all I'm really going to play of it. This is why I did cancel my pre-order. It's like even at 35 quid where it's supposed to be 50, good saving. I could mostly sell it on for what I paid, maybe a bit more, because it's a 50 quid game. If I sold it to you for 40, you'd still be saving. But yeah, it's only because it's more of a messing around sort of thing. I'm not getting out at launch. So, Suikoden 1 and 2 HD remastered. Not played this. I'm sort of keen on it. Has got a game key physical in Japan, so could import it eventually. It'd be interesting, like once Path of the Goddess is here, and see how quick that comes and stuff like that. Maybe this I do import. again, for the bit of novelty, I like games like this on a handheld. I could obviously buy it on PS5 and play it on my Portal, sort of thing, which is kind of made some games like this on the Switch, or Nintendo Switch 2, a little bit redundant. But yeah, that is something I am sort of keen on. The Survival Kid's a weird one. I know nothing of this game. I've seen hardly anything on it. In Japan, it has got a physical with a game key on there. Why it's getting one, I have no idea. It's like a sort of a sequel to a Game Boy Color game, which has been added to NSO. It's also part of the Lost and Blue series, which I did play on the DS, but it's 45 quid. Like, I don't really know what it is and why it's 45 quid. Maybe it comes out and it gets reviews and it's great, but I'm not expecting if it goes on sale or something, maybe. Again, if it goes on sale in Japan, it's like 20 quid to import it or something. That's possible. And then the last one I'm actually the most keen on, I would think, out of the games I haven't bought, like Room Factory, or got a little bit of iffiness around, was Cyberpunk, is Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. The iffiness here is it's 45 quid as a game key card. That's going to be a problem for a lot of Switch 2 games. I understand. It's something I'm mostly just going to have to live with. I don't really want to buy them and stuff like that, but it's going to be time. Like, I can imagine Dust Bloods next year. It's a Nintendo game because they're publishing, but not really Nintendo games like I really want to play. It's going to be on, it'll be on a game key or something like that. So that's the thing. With the prices, like, I could buy it on Steam right now for 16 quid. It was on PSN on sale, £8. A difference here, obviously, this is Director's Cut. It has 20 minutes extra content. It's now in English, there's an English dub, and it has some weird online battle arena modes called Red Light Raid Online 4-player mode with 60 characters and stuff like that. How many people are going to play that multiplayer mode, especially after launch? Maybe the first day or two, people are playing it because they've got their new game, mess around, sort of thing. English dub is cool, but I would be fine playing it in English, sort of thing. And the 20 minutes new content, I have no idea. You know, that could be at the start, it could be at the end, it could be in the middle. Someone that's played the series could ask me, like, I played this, and they asked me, oh, what's Yakuza 0 like? Oh, what was the new content? And like, I have no idea because I've never played that game. And also it's first on Nintendo Switch 2, so I expect a PlayStation, Xbox port, etc. And on the Xbox, they quite often come to Game Pass as well. So it's a weird one. It's like, it's 45 quid. That's his RRP. If I buy it and sell it, I'm, sell it for 30 quid or something, sort of thing. Well, I see it in CX, it's now, they're selling it for 38 quid, so someone's played it and traded it in, sort of thing. That's just what it is, but it just seems a little bit expensive when you have a few options to get it cheaper and stuff. And that's a little bit the thing for a lot of the launch lineup, because it's ports and stuff, there is options to get the game cheaper. All that, or I've already played them, like a Cyberpunk and stuff like that, so they're really limited to what I've not played, and that is like Fantasy Life, Mario Kart, Welcome to Room Factory, sort of thing. Even Path of Goddess, there is options where you could play it on Game Pass. It's the same price on PSN and Xbox, and it's working PC if you didn't have Game Pass, so that one I feel a little bit better about than like a Yakuza 0. But that is the Switch 2 portion. I didn't expect it to be this long, but that's my thoughts on the Switch 2, and now we're going to go into the rest of the games coming out in June. And the first game of June that isn't on the Switch 2 that I've got interest in is Dune Awakening. So this is on PC. This is like a survival game, I believe, from the Conan Exiles dev. I did try the benchmarker thing on my PC and it would run, and it does look really good. I've done a lot of like showcases and directs on it, so it's one I've certainly got an eye on. I'm just not sure how much it is and how close it is to the Switch 2, where I might not be able to have time to play it. The next one is Mind's Eyes. This is from Leslie Benzies, he was a I believe, director on like Grand Theft Auto. This is his new game and stuff like that. It's mainly here just for curiosity, like what is this game, because it looks very 360 PS3 era game, lost in time, that is coming out. So it's one I'm more curious how it does, how it's received, etc., than actually wanting to play it. Then one I definitely do want to play, and it's coming the 10th of June, so those previous two were obviously between the 5th and the 10th. This is Warhammer Space Marine, the first one, remastered. It's coming to PC and Xbox, and it is going to be on Game Pass, so I'm going to play this on my PC. The second game is really good, and I haven't played the first one for years, so I'm really excited to go back to this, and it being on Game Pass is pretty good. I don't actually know how much it is going to be if you want to play it on Steam or etc., but yeah, cool. Then we got Forgotlings. I played a game, it's called Forgotten and quite a few games, and this is like, I think it's a prequel, not a sequel, but it's in the same universe as that game, where you have these Forgotlings, like a mannequin and stuff like that, items that's been forgotten, and the first one was like a Metroidvania game. This one looks a little bit more action oriented, but yeah, it was a really good game, so I'm looking forward to like the sequel, or prequel. Then we got Date Everything, which I was actually super keen on. Been looking forward to this one for ages. Supposed to come in like February or Valentine's Day. It was delayed. You can now pre-order it on your PlayStation Network. So said it's £30, which seems a lot of money for it. I know indies and stuff and pricing is all over the place in games at the moment, where you have a 75 quid Mario Kart for physical and stuff like that. I think this for 30 quid is a lot of money. I guess you gotta pay Ben Starr, you know, that money for him being one of the characters and stuff like that. But then, won't be £30? Well, actually, would be if you want to buy it, I guess. If SBC, which is on both Game Pass and PlayStation Plus, and it has like an £8 deluxe edition pass and stuff like that. It's a very Xboxy thing to do, where you can like pay 8 quid and you get all the deluxe content and stuff like that. So super keen on this one. It's on both services, so I think me and the Safe Off for Free boys definitely be playing this, and maybe some others from like G-Gamer and stuff like that, being free and on both, not free but being in this subscription service. So yeah, keen on that one, and really like Control as well, so more excuses to go back to that. Then we got Rido, which is a remaster of a PS2 game. It's coming to PS4, I believe, PS5, Switch, and it's coming to Switch 2. So this is like one of the first Switch 2 games to come after launch. So that's what makes me kind of keen on it. But I do have a lot of Atlas RPGs I've not played, and it's supposed to be one. Again, I've not played. But hey, if I bought my Switch 2 and I finished Room Factory and I want something to play, maybe I pick that up. Then we got Rematch. I've played a bit of the beta on PC and PlayStation. Played with a bit of Jazz from G-Gamer on this one, the beta on PlayStation. Really fun. I don't know if I'm going to play it on PC for Game Pass or just buy it on PlayStation, where it's 20 quid, so it's not a lot of money. Again, it's like this is 20 quid, Date Everything's 30, and stuff like that, pricing. But yeah, it's really fun. Hopefully a few pick it up and we get to play that multiplayer. And then the last one of June that I'm super keen on, and it's like my most anticipated game of the year. I would be soon have this in the Switch 2, and that's Death Stranding 2. I'm using the trailer of the Collector's Edition because it's a pretty short trailer. I'm also really annoyed. I would buy this Collector's Edition, yet it's only got a digital code, which seems really daft to me. It's like, to me as a collector, I want the Collector's Edition. I want the physical game, unless they just think people will just like double dip and stuff, like buy this and buy a physical copy of the game or something. That's the only thing I can think of, because yeah, look at that statue and stuff like that I really want. But yeah, I'm really looking for Death Stranding 2. But anyway, this is what I'm looking forward to. What are you guys looking forward to in June?